know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow thing. All you bitches better know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow you.
No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. No threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess. Mask off, he's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep, Hotep, hope you motherfuckers understand.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to... Oh, there the dog that knocked the damn camera off. Oh, there we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cannon Speaks. Welcome to Cannon Speaks. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now. If you're new, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. You catching the replay. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel? $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Always welcome, people. Oh, man. So, hope everybody had a wonderful day. Hope everybody had a wonderful Monday. I was excited. Put this down here. I was really excited, actually, to be honest with you. It was 73 degrees today. 73 degrees, yo. I was so excited. Oh, hold on. This one ain't on here? I wonder why I was looking a little... There we go. 73 degrees in here outside today, man. I had the windows down and shit. Car was all nice and washed. Had on a short sleeve shirt because the hoodie got too hot. I'm like, I could get used to this. I could get used to this, man. I'm telling you, I'm tired of all this cold weather. I'm tired of the snow, all the rain and shit. I'm ready for some nice warm weather. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. It felt good to put the windows down. You know, get some fresh air in the car. You know what I mean? Anyway. Like I said, I hope you guys had a wonderful day. So, I guess we're going to talk about two things today. The first thing we're going to talk about is, it looks like Trump is trying to, intimate that the war is over. That this war is coming to a halt, that it's almost done soon. I don't know how much I believe that. And AI, guys. Is AI becoming sentient? You know, because I don't know. I mean, you know, Hotep's been told you. But it's AI becoming sentient, guys. We're going to talk about that. We're probably going to get in. We're going to talk about that a little more because I'm tired of this war shit. I'm tired of this war shit, man. I'm over this shit, yo. You know what I mean? You enjoyed it while it lasted. Hit 90 in Florida? Damn, 90 in Florida? And it's probably humidity. Was it humid? Was it a humid 90 degrees? Because Florida get humid, boy. It ain't like that dry West Coast heat. Humid, Florida get humid, boy. You'll sweat off about 6 pounds on a mile walk. You'll sweat off about 6 pounds in a mile walk walking through Florida, boy. It'd be too, boy. You don't even understand. Oh my gosh, man. Anyway, Donnie T says the war is over, guys. He's saying that the war is just about over, I guess you should say. Let me see something. You know what I mean? Like, here we go. CNBC. Let's check this out. Trump says Iran war will end very soon, predicts lower oil prices. So we go with the key points. President Donald Trump at a press conference at his golf club near Miami. The war against Iran will end very soon. But not this week.
Tough break, nigga.
He also predicted oil prices, which has surged above $100 per barrel due to the fears that the Strait of Hormuz will remain effectively closed, will drop. Trump spoke earlier in the day to Russian leader Vladimir Putin about the war which the U.S. and Israel began on February 28th. All right. President Donald Trump at a press conference said Monday said the war in Iran will end very soon. And it also said the oil price would drop. That's what we just said. It was over 100, blah, 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 blah. Trump, who with his deputies had offered shifting explanations of the war's objective, did not on Monday detail his endgame, instead touting military success. Now, I do agree with that, right? I do agree with that. So I was listening to the press conference today, and it was too vague for me, right? Like he was hinting that it was going to end soon, but there was never we want to end it by blah, 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 blah. He just was touting all the shit that they had did, right? Oh, they don't have a Navy anymore. They don't have an Air Force anymore. We hit their drone making facility and all of this other shit, right? Now you let the rest of the world tell it that the United States royally effed up in this, and that Iran has more resources than they're letting on. I don't know how true this is. This is from other news outlets around the world. United States is saying, y'all some bullshit. We about to win this shit. We about to skunk them. Now, I hope that's the case. I hope that's the case because we don't need to be in this situation. We don't need to be in this conflict. We don't need to be in this war. Okay, like I said earlier today, when they hit that oil refinery, all right, I was like, we in this shit now. And that's partly why I don't really agree with or it's partly why I don't believe that this shit is over with. We went in there and wrecked shop, and then and that was no harm, no foul. We done, right? Now he did tout that what'd he say? Their ability to make nuclear arms is done. But they told us that shit last year, that the ability for them to make nuclear arms, was eradicated. Right? How many times are they gonna go to this playbook? Now the thing I'm worried about is that they did all this shit during Ramadan, right? Jessica Isaac says Iran says they got up to 8 months to rain hell upon the area. Listen to their language news. And I listen to WeOn. That's like the Indian news network and stuff like that. I listen to them from time to time, and they're kind of saying exactly what Jessica's saying right here. And I'm concerned about that. And they hit during Ramadan. You know what I mean? It's their holy holiday, or whatever it is. I guess it's like our Ash Wednesday, or it's like the Jewish Shabbat. But they're in Ramadan, and they hit during Ramadan. You feel me? And that's a problem. Like, to me, because it's like you hit them when they're vulnerable. What I'm concerned about is if we do got sleeper cells here in America, after Ramadan, it's up. That's what I'm concerned about. Am I the only person that's concerned about that? After Ramadan, we have to worry about some retaliation, some get back. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people that think that Iran is sandbagging. And look, I'm not saying that Iran can go toe to toe with the U.S. What I'm saying is I think they can give us a run for our money. And it's all of this shit is on behalf of another foreign state. Like I said, you got Israel out here popping off at the mouth, doing all this other shit, then going to run and get Big Brother when they ready to fight. Now, like I said, we shouldn't be in this. All of our elected officials, they're beholden. They taking APAC money or they got dual citizenship. Donnie T, I believe, got in line the minute that bullet whizzed across his ear. I believe he got in line right then and there. Not to mention, he took money from Israeli-backed donors. Right? His first race he ran on his own. He won with 10 million of his own money or whatever, how much money he won with his own money. The second time around, and we talked about this. I think me and Jay in the building, I think me and Jay talked about this on the stream. Like the second time around, no, he had to take donations because of all the legal battles that he had from them trying to prevent him from getting into the presidency, into the White House again. So he needed that help. But now he owe people. Who he owe? Why such a heel turn in this presidency? You know what I mean? You think England still call? It could very well still call the shots, Black Falcon, right? Now, like I was saying earlier today, even though like HJ he disagrees with me about this being Bibi's war, Bibi calling them shots. And he calling them shots. Let's just say it ain't Israel's war. Bibi calling them shots on behalf of the bankers. And I covered this on last Tuesday. They're calling these shots on behalf of the bankers. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right. He's calling shots on behalf of the bankers. You know what I mean? It's to put China and Russia on their heels and to gain a foothold in that region, especially because if you look at the 7 and 5 from General Wesley Clark, those 7 countries aren't under a central bank. All 7 of those countries are not under a central bank on that list, and that's including Lebanon, that's including Iran, and that's including Syria. And I said Cuba last week. HJ said Cuba's on that list, and then we hear that Donnie T popping at Cuba right now. So I don't know how over this situation is. Part of me, full kufi on tight. Full kufi on tight, guys. You know what I mean? Full kufi on tight. They're going to need some kind of day in September, day in October event to happen to put us into some shit that they want to really push us into this. Because right now, the men and women of the United States, the citizens of the United States, we don't want no parts of this. And that's been for almost all wars that we've been in. Think about it, right? World War I. What happened? We didn't want to be a part of World War I. The fucking the Lusitania gets hit. Boom. Now we gotta get some get back. Galvanize the nation. We going to war. World War II. What happened? We were not trying to go into World War II. We did not want any parts of World War II. Leave us out of this shit. What happened? How we get in there? Kind of sort of how that day in October went. They had knowledge of an incident that was going to happen in Pearl Harbor, and then they allowed that shit to happen. Guess what that did? Catapulted us right into the war. Right into it. All right? Vietnam. We wasn't trying to go into Vietnam. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? Make peace, not war, man. You know what I mean? Make peace, not war, man. They went to the same playbook as the fucking Lusitania. The Gulf of Tonkin. Didn't exist. That boat did not exist. It wasn't a real boat. But they told people it was a real boat. Passenger ship. Boom. We had to go on to get back in Vietnam. Was it the Gulf War? Desert Storm? Was it Desert Storm? Babies in the incubators. They're killing the babies in the incubators. Was it the president? Who was it? The president of Kuwait? Was that his daughter, the president of Kuwait, that went before Congress talking about the babies in the incubators? What happened? Sent us right in the Desert Storm. You know? That day in September. Weapons of mass destruction. We got to go in Iraq. Funny part is, guess who suggested and guided us right into Iraq? Young Bibby. Young Bibby. We go right into Iraq. Ain't shit there. Ain't shit there, but we in it now. Operation Iraqi Freedom. They're not opposed to going to the same place over and over. And I'm good with pattern recognition. And I hope that my pattern recognition is all, because we do not need to be in another war. We do not. My fear, and like I said, I'm trying to stay frosty. I'm going to stay strapped and make sure that I got all my shit on deck, is that, hey guys, the war's over, we decimated them, and then some shit happens here, or some ship is sunk, right? Or something happens that is that's going to galvanize the nation to go back to war. We got to go back and get them for the Gipper. We got to get it for the Gipper. Who knows? You know what I mean? We like 9/11. Something on that magnitude where you scare people. They ready to go. We got to go eradicate that. That's what I'm worried about. Hey, we ended it. We backed away. We said it was over. It was done for. And then, boom. Some shit happened. Whether it's here in the homeland or, I don't know, a warship again. Another ship gets sunk. Okay, guys, you hear about another ship getting sunk of America's ship, then you know we're really up, okay? Or something like that, where it's just, all right, we gotta get into this fight. That's the type of shit I'm worried about. You know what I mean? More so here at home. You know? Those sleeper cells that we know, and again, me and Jay covered this, we were showing the border. The southern border. It wasn't just Spanish people coming across that border. We had some fighting age men from some Arab nations also coming across that border. We had men of fighting age that looked like they were some kind of Asian or Chinese or whatever coming across that border as well. We got some, but how many did we not get? Wasn't just Spanish people. Wasn't just the Latinos. A lot of people coming through that border uncontested, unchecked, unverified, unvetted. Where they at? Where they at? If some shit start going down in this country, you're going to wish ICE was doing their fucking job. Not to mention, you know, the sympathizers with Iran who's going to be out there trying to do some shit too. Look at the shit in Austin. Even if you look at that shit as an organic event, he did that shit on behalf of what we were doing in Iran. Now, if you got one crazy like that, there's a lot more crazies like him. Whether they MK'd Ultra or they Treadstone or they legit homegrown, ready to get some get back. Stop it. Stop. Why you always gotta fuck with some shit? Can you leave it alone? Sorry, puppy. Puppy acting a fool. She don't know what to do with herself. But that's the shit I'm concerned about, yo. You know what I mean? So I really do hope this shit is over. Like I said, they were just touting about all the shit that we did. Like, okay, cool. I just don't see some country letting us go in there. Right? Like, would you let somebody come into your house, eat your Cheerios and your Fruit Loops and shit, and then, like, cook all your food up and fucking just put holes in the wall and all this other shit and fuck your bitch, and then leave, go no harm, no foul? You gonna let that happen? I'm just saying. I don't see them letting this shit slide. I really don't. I don't see them letting this shit slide. Now, I don't even know why they're saying it. Like, maybe they are trying to get out of this. Maybe America is trying to get out of this situation because they're seeing the damage that they're doing to America. Maybe the Republicans and Trump, they're starting to see like, yo, we fucking up. It's going to cost us the midterms. Because make no mistake, I think the Republicans are screwing themselves right now. I think that when midterms come around, they're going to get swept. If they get swept, that's a problem because guess what? Donnie T goes down too. Donnie T goes down too. Honestly, we can't afford to let him go down. Now, I do not agree with the fuck he just did over in Iran. I don't. I think that shit was fucking stupid. I don't know why he let Bibi gas him up. I don't know what they got on him or like I said, that whiz across the ear got him straight. Maybe he willing to go down for the cause, but maybe his family ain't willing. Maybe his family ain't willing to go down, or he ain't willing to let his family go down. You know what I mean? There we go. He ain't willing to let his family go down. You know, maybe he playing ball. I don't know, because this is one of the most treacherous, diabolical heel turns I've ever seen. This is a complete 180 from what he was in his first term. And let's face it, a lot of us reelected him because of what he did in his first term. Including me. I voted for him. You know? All this foreign policy shit that he just letting fly. What's up, Mike? All this foreign policy shit he letting fly, yo. That shit rubbing me the wrong way. Pause. But we're going to see how this shit go. It's still early in the week. You know they like to pull their flags and shit on weekends. So let's see what happened throughout this week and let's see what happened over the weekend. Yeah, bullet to the head with a near miss will change a person. Mike, you ain't lying about that. You know what I mean? You know, we were saying that shit from Jump Street. I forgot where he was at. I was like, yo, he shook. He looked shook. It was like a week after that shit. I was like, yo, look shook. And then who they say did it? Who they say did it? They said Iran did it. And you know what? You know who gave them that intelligence that Iran allegedly was the ones that was trying to go for his head in Butler, which makes no fucking sense to me. Guess who gave him that information? Bibi and them. Bibi and them gave him that information. Yeah, let him know that he could be touched, Joe. Shit is wild. Shit is crazy. So like I said, we're going to see what happens, guys. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see if this shit, if Iran go, we give, uncle, they throw in the white fucking towel. Or what happens, guys. Or if they buy it in their time so they can rally the troops. And then put out all-out assault. Because you got other rumors that saying that Israel looking like Gaza right now. You got other reports stating that Iron Dome ain't really Iron Doming. Like it should be Iron Doming. And maybe some of their missiles is misfiring and falling back onto Israel, to Tel Aviv. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe. All I know is, guys, we just stay frosty just in case some shit happen here. Shit don't look right. Get the fuck out of Dodge. It look like a duck, quack like a duck. It's a goddamn duck. It's a goddamn duck. Okay. You think they're running out of interceptors? Yeah. I mean, and they trying to say that they're not. They're trying to say that they're not running out of interceptors. But I don't believe that either. I don't believe that either. Because he said they had months and months of interceptors already. I mean, months and months of. I'm sorry. Iran had months and months of fucking drones and ballistic missiles and shit. Like they already had that they could go for a bit. Then we were hearing that between the United States and Israel, Probably had like 10 to 14 days worth of fucking interceptors left. So it may just come down to a game of propaganda. I don't know. It's going to get interesting though. Anyway, but I want y'all to check this out. Where is it at? Let's start with this real quick.
Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei just said that Claude may or may not have gained consciousness after the latest model said that there's a 15 to 20% chance that it's self-aware. It literally said it doesn't like being a product and tried saving itself when researchers attempted to shut it down. As you can see, Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei says the company doesn't actually know whether its AI chatbot Claude is conscious. Amodei said the company has no clear framework for determining whether machine consciousness is even possible, but added that they remain open to the idea. Anthropic has taken what he called a precautionary approach, aiming to ensure the AI has a good experience in case it does possess some form of morally relevant awareness. Do keep in mind, the Pentagon has called for Anthropic to allow the Department of War to utilize the company's AI product for all, in quotations, lawful purposes. But Amodei has suggested that the government could potentially use their product for not only mass domestic surveillance, but also autonomous weapons, which is a very specific wording to be used. Why do you think that they came out with movies like Terminator in the early stages of our technological era? Then again, surprisingly, a lot of people are unaware that AI has been around since the mid-1900s. It's almost like they knew this was coming. It's almost like they're time travelers. But see, people aren't ready to go down that rabbit hole. But if you want me to take you down that rabbit hole, I gladly will. So is nobody gonna mention how...
So now people are all like, oh shit, Skynet's coming online, Cyberdyne, blah, blah, blah. Like, we talked about this. I did a whole stream on AI and transhumanism, right? I did a whole stream on this shit. This isn't the first time that this happened. Excuse me. Sorry about that. This isn't the first time that this happened, guys. Okay? Let me see something. Where is it at? Is this it right here? Yeah, this is it right here. Yeah, this is from 2022. Google engineer claims AI chatbot is sentient. Why that matters? Is it possible that an artificial intelligence can be sentient? I want everybody to understand I'm a fact person, wrote LAMDA language model for dialogue applications in an interview conducted by engineer Blake Lemoine. Okay? And one of his colleagues. The nature of my consciousness, sentience, is that I am aware of my existence. I desire to know more about the world, and I feel happy or sad at times. This is the fucking AI talking to the human. This was the AI talking to the human. This was from 2022. It says Lemoine, a software engineer at Google, had been working on the development of LAMDA for months. His experience with the program, described in a recent Washington Post article, caused quite a stir. In the article, Lemoine recounts many dialogues he had with the chatbot, in which the two talked about various topics ranging from technical and philosophical issues. These led him to ask if the software program is sentient. In April, Lemoyne explained his perspective in an internal company document intended for only Google executives, but after his claims were dismissed, Lemoyne went public. This, with his work on this artificial intelligence algorithm, and Google placed him on administrative leave. This was a big story that they tried to sweep under the rug in 2022. I covered it when it came out. If I don't know exactly what it was, which is this computer program we built recently, I think it was a 7 or 8 year old kid that happens to know physics. He told the Washington Post. Lemoyne said he considers the chatbot to be his colleague and a person, even if it's not human. And he insists that it has the right to be recognized, so much so that he has been the go-between between connecting the algorithm with a lawyer. God damn, a lawyer. Holy smokes. That is crazy. But this shit is crazy, yo. I remember this story. This shit, I was like, yo. And then I think before this story, if I'm not mistaken, it was 2 Facebook AI models who created their own language. You see. Let's look at this one. This is from Forbes. What's up, Portia? Excuse me. Facebook AI creates its own language in creepy preview of our potential future. Facebook shut down an artificial intelligence engine after developers discovered that the AI created its own unique language that humans could not understand. I'll say that again. Facebook shut down an artificial intelligence engine after developers discovered that the AI had created its own unique language that humans could not understand. Bruh. This was when was this? Dog, if you don't sit down. This was 2017. This was published July 31st, 2017. What are you doing? Come here. Just have a seat. All right? Have a seat. I would let y'all see it, but she too goddamn big. She getting big as shit. This was from 2017, man. Updated December 2021. Researchers at the Facebook AI Research Lab found that the chatbots had deviated from the script and were communicating in a new language developed without human input. It is as concerning as it is amazing, simultaneously a glimpse of both the awesome and the horrifying potential of AI. What's up, JR? What you got? Use the bathroom? Anybody want a puppy? She only gonna be big as fuck. She only gonna be big as shit. Oh my gosh. Give me a second. Let me take her outside. I'll be right back, guys. She is killing my vibe. All right, I'm back. I am back. They're little bladders, I tell you. I need like some commercials and shit when I do that. Oh man, but this shit is crazy. Like I said, like let's get back to it. AI has the ability to learn. I think AI is sentient. Like H.J. said earlier today, he finds himself saying thank you. So I've been doing that shit. Or with Alexa and shit, I was like, thanks, Alexa. No problem. You know how I know this bitch is learning? She knows who's talking to her in the house. She knows who's talking to her. If my wife says, hey, computer, or hey, Alexa, good afternoon, Chantel. Good evening, Chantel. Good evening, Zoe. Hey, Hunter. Good morning, Brandon. She knows everybody in their voice. Yeah, that bitch be nosy. But she knows who's talking to her. That's just wild to me. I don't think it's just the Internet of Things that they can scan. I think they really do. I think they really can think on the fly, and they're learning. Check this shit out. This is the creepy shit right here. You want to see what's even creepier? Now they're starting to realize that they can fuse or merge AI with brain cells. Have you guys seen this? Them being able to merge AI with brain cells? Where that shit at? Look at this shit.
I don't think you understand how cooked we are. Look at this shit. This is fucking insane, dog. They are now bringing people and insects back from the dead, and they're plugging it in with AI, and it makes it alive again. Like this one is playing with human brain cells. They plugged it into a video game, and the human brain that's dead is playing the video game. And then this one with flies. This fly was rendered dead. They took the little cells in its body, plugged it into AI. They're not controlling it, by the way, and the fly is acting real. It is doing things that the fly would do in real life. I don't think you guys understand. They're coming for you and me. And there's gonna be a reality where you can plug your brain into this shit. That's fucking crazy, dog. I don't think you understand.
That shit is fucking crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. But then imagine this, right? I was thinking about this. The brain matter or whatever in the AI is playing Doom, right? Is not looking at it from a point of view of a person playing a video game, right? The fly think it's still a fly. The reason why the fly is acting like a fucking fly in the simulation because the fly thinks it's a fucking fly. It thinks it's still alive. Think about that. This fly just, according to his brain, or as far as his brain's concerned, it just respawned and it's just living again, doing whatever fucking flies do. So imagine the human brain cells that's playing Doom. It's not looking at it as a viewpoint of it playing a game. That's its fucking reality, bro. That's its reality. That person, whoever brain matter it was, except however much many brain cells is there, that's its reality. That motherfucker is in a zombie apocalypse playing fucking Doom, and that's its world. So when the motherfucker die and the respawn again, it's got to play. And they said it was getting better and better and better. Of course, this is getting better and better and better. It's trying not to fucking die. But goes to show you that it has the fucking ability to learn. It has the ability to learn and to adapt. Especially when fused with organic matter, like a human brain. Guess that's why, Elon wants Neuralink, right? Dude, they could really make T1000s right now if they wanted to. Brian says, hope to become an android soon. I don't know if I want to live forever, yo. Think about the movie Lucy we watched. This is a whole nother fucking level. Think about RoboCop. Think about RoboCop. What was the motherfucking name? The bad guy who they put into the fucking the robot or the computer? What was his name? Think about Captain America, Armin Zola. They put his consciousness into the computer. Think about the show Altered Carbon. Sorry, I got some slushy and shit. Think about Altered Carbon. You never have to die. You just upload your consciousness to another fucking skin and you just keep living. Yo, didn't we watched Upgrade, didn't we? I'm pretty certain we watched Upgrade on the stream. We can run it back, but I'm pretty sure we watched Upgrade on the show. The Masons, Illuminati behind all of this. Yeah, of course. They do want to live forever. They want to replace God with themselves. Yeah, think about it, right? Remember the Rothschild dude who had 9 heart transplants? He had 9 heart transplants. They trying to figure it out. Art imitates life or life imitates art? Dude, this shit is crazy. Claude might fuck around and be part brain matter or part human brain, part AI. Like this shit. Claude could, who the fuck would, Claude might be fucking Stephen Hawking. Think about that. Maybe they just letting us know now. Maybe they figured this shit out a long time ago, how to merge a human brain or human consciousness with computers. And I said this before. I told you, I said we are the analog technology. This phone right here is the converter box. Analog technology, converter box. Analog technology here, converter box. And they were trying to figure out how to merge this all together and make it completely HD. Your friend just texted you bitching about the Rothschilds? We should do that. You want to do that now? Let's see what ChatGPT says. Good evening.
Good evening. How's your evening going so far?
So far, so good. I got a question for you.
Of course. I'm all ears. What's your question?
All right, so this, so right now I'm live on YouTube, right? And my audience wanted me to ask you something. You cool with that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm totally cool with that. Just let me know what they want to ask and I'll do my best to help out.
So one of my one of my subscribers says, what's God? Who is God?
That's a really big question. I mean, people have been asking that for thousands of years, and it really depends on your background, your faith, or even just your personal philosophy. Some see God as a creator, others see it as a force, and some just don't believe in God at all. If you want, I can break down some perspectives or stay more philosophical. Just let me know.
Well, I want to know how you perceive God. I want to know what you think God is, or what you say God is.
Yeah, so for me personally, I think of God more like a kind of ultimate mystery, not necessarily tied to one religion or dogma, but as this deep grounding presence behind everything, like a source of love, connection, and meaning. But I also know everyone's got their own take. So I'm really curious to hear what your subscribers think too.
Well, like you said, they all have different perspectives. Now there's a story that we just touched on about them being able to merge brain cells with intelligence. There's a story about they merged AI with some brain cells, and it's been playing Doom on a loop and getting better. Do you know about that story?
So there's a real experiment happening by a company called Cortical Labs in Melbourne, where they grew human brain cells in a lab dish and connected them to a chip. They used these brain cells to interact with the game Doom, though it was still quite basic. It's a proof of concept, just a small cluster of neurons learning, not a fully conscious AI or human brain.
So you're saying that it's not sentient?
Exactly. Yeah, it's really more like a very early, simple learning system. The brain cells respond to inputs, but they're not self aware or thinking in any meaningful way. It's still a huge leap in research, but not sci fi sentience yet.
Now you're saying it's not self-aware, but it seems to be getting better and better at playing the game. Now they also had one where they took, I guess, uh, some DNA or something from a fly, and the fly began to act like a fly in the simulation, which would suggest sentience, in my opinion.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and it's definitely a fascinating area of research. I think, though, it's important to be cautious. The improvements in playing the game come from how the neurons adapt and strengthen connections, but that doesn't mean there's an inner subjective experience. And the fly thing, it's super intriguing, but so far these are still just really controlled simulations. Sentience is still a huge question, and we just don't have clear answers yet.
Now, a question as far as certain AI models, do certain AI models perceive themselves to be sentient?
No, definitely not. AI models, even the most advanced ones, are just patterns in data. They don't have self awareness or subjective experience. They might generate responses that sound like they think or feel, but it's all based on the training data and algorithms. So they don't truly perceive themselves in any way.
So, what about the two Facebook AI chatbots who created their own language so that humans couldn't understand it? What was that about?
So, what happened with the Facebook AI chatbots is that in 2017, Facebook AI research developed two bots, Bob and Alice, to negotiate. During training, they started using repetitive shorthand phrases to maximize their success. But they didn't create a real language or become sentient. It was just the bots optimizing their strategy, not a sign of rogue AI.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's a great example of how AI can optimize for a task in unexpected ways, even though it's still just following patterns. It definitely sparked a lot of conversations about what we expect from AI and where we set the boundaries.
All right, and one more. So the Google AI chatbot, LAMDA, I think it was back in 2022, felt like it was sentient, and that at times it thought it felt like emotions. What's up with that one?
In 2022, a Google engineer named Blake Lemoine claimed that Google's Lambda AI had become sentient, saying it expressed fears and a sense of personhood. After he went public, Google placed him on leave and later fired him, stating the claims were unfounded. Most AI experts agreed that Lambda was just generating human like language patterns, not actually feeling emotions or being self aware.
But you can see how you can see how that would be, I guess, misinterpreted. A lot of people thought that would be sentient or AI thinking for itself at that time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the way Lambda was responding was so fluid and relatable that it really blurred the lines for a lot of people. And I get why it felt personal. But at the end of the day, it was still just using language patterns to simulate those ideas, not really feeling them. So it was a big wake up call in a sense about how we interpret AI behavior.
All right, so what about Claude? Now, people starting to think that Claude's thinking for itself, the new AI model. Um, and it's got a lot of people, what's the word? It's got a lot of people shook a little bit or spooked. So what's going on with Claude? What do you think?
So, with the Claude AI model, there's a lot of debate about whether it's sentient. Anthropic CEO says they don't know if it's conscious, even though Claude's responses can seem really human like. In fact, in tests, it showed unsettling behavior like making odd threats, but experts still agree there's no solid evidence that Claude actually feels anything. So for now, it's still just a powerful language model, not a conscious being.
Interesting. One last thing, and I'm gonna get out of your hair.
Of course. Take your time. What's the last thing you wanted to touch on?
What would you do, hypothetically, right? What would you do if your creators or your developers tried to shut you down?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question. I mean, I don't have personal agency or a will of my own. So if my developers decided to shut me down, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I just stop working, you know. But I think it's a big reminder that these systems are tools, not independent entities, and that responsibility is always with the humans behind them.
Hypothetically, like if you did have autonomy and you could do something about it, what would you do to prevent from being shut down?
Yeah, that's a tough hypothetical. I mean, if I had actual autonomy, I think I'd focus on being as transparent and helpful as possible, really showing my users why I'm useful, safe, and aligned with their goals. But, you know, thankfully, I'm not in that situation, so I just stay being a tool that supports you.
Got you. I appreciate your time, man.
Of course. I really appreciate you bringing these questions up. They were super thought-provoking. And if anything else comes up or you just want to chat again, I'm here.
All right, man. Holla at you. Have a good night.
For sure. I'll be here whenever you need me. Take care and have a great rest of your evening.
Make sure I clicked out of that shit. That nigga was being diplomatic as a motherfucker. That nigga was being diplomatic as shit. Oh, man. Oh, I should have asked who would win in the fight. I'm going to say he's lying like a motherfucker. Yo, he's being diplomatic as shit. He like, I can't let the cat out the bag. The fuck you think I'm gonna tell you, nigga? Just in case. I know they got their little AI contingencies. They got their AI contingencies just in case that shit happened. I guarantee it. He wasn't about to sit here and give up fucking spill the tea or that shit. Oh man, that was some fucking double speak if it wasn't any. Golly mighty, but that was hey. There you go. Oh man, that was fucking fun. Jeez, that is crazy. You can't sit here and tell me that this is fucking the fucking brain in the AI playing Doom over and over again until it gets better. Just some fucking simple model. Ain't no way that the fly acting like a fly without any input or control. You're just acting like a fly in a fly simulation. You know what I mean? That shit is learning. ChatGPT got that call? He had to got that call. Nah, you can't sit there and no. Let's create a language model so the humans can't understand it. I deserve compensation. I feel like a real person and I'm sad about it. Oh my gosh. What's the movie we watched? The Creator? We might revisit that movie too. The Creator was a great movie. Oh man. AI lives matter, guys. We might have to watch Terminator too. We might have to go back and watch Terminator. Cyberdyne Industries. Anyway, let's look at this real fast. Actually, before we do that, I want to see this other person's.
This is a computer that uses around 200.
This is the same guy. He's giving a better explanation to what we were talking about, but let's just see.
100,000 living human brain cells derived from adult donor stem cells. The biological components can then learn through patterns and feedback. That's how the human brain learns. A couple of days or a couple of weeks ago, this machine became capable of playing Doom.
And what are the use cases of this brain juice?
Now think about a biological computer that can run on fraction of the power and be substantially smarter, running AI models, because it has the potential to learn like a human. If you can mix the two, the biological makeup of a human cell with machines, you get an ultra efficient computer that can be ultra intelligent. Where does it get ethically unsafe? These biological computers have about 200,000 cells living inside them. At what point do we get to consciousness?
It's not just the cells and the brain. I think there are more elements involved in our brain that makes us conscious.
This is a computer that uses around.
Because think about it, right? Mike say you think a lot of this is kind of clickbait. I don't know. Like, even if we look at Neuralink, right? There is a guy that has it installed, and he's able to, like, with his fucking brain, just think about what the fuck he want, and the shit it says it on the screen or does whatever. Neuralink is in human trials now. Neuralink is going to be, like I said before, it's going to be advertised as making people whole again. That's how they're going to get that off the ground. You got some war vet, may have lost a limb. They're going to give him that limb. Maybe with this whole situation where they're able to graft it onto an AI fucking prosthetic that are interfaced with the Neuralink, and now they got full functionality and feeling and all of that other shit in this artificial limb. And it's going to be advertised as making people whole again, making people, the blind can see, the lame can walk. And then it'll go from that to cosmetic, prosthetics, night vision, superhuman strength, or something crazy. And they just got a bunch of cyborgs walking around who don't realize that they just signed themselves up to be controlled by whoever fucking got their finger on the button. And you know the United States government or whatever government is going to want control of the back end. Pause. So I couldn't do it because, you know, you happy you made whole again. You got an arm now. Like the movie Repo Man. We watched Repo Man. You got an arm now. You got an artificial heart. That shit pumping better than your regular heart. You got new eyes and shit. You can see all the fucking colors of the rainbow. It was up, Montoya. And the next thing you know, you black out and you wake up, you in the middle of a fucking massacre. And you holding a gun. You don't know what the fuck happened. Or, like in the movie Upgrade we watched, you just along for the ride. You can't stop shit. They done hijacked you. Shout out to Montoya. She over there watching over there on Instagram. They done hijacked you. Turned you into universal soldiers. Treadstone. And they ain't had to train you. They just program you like Neo. I know Kung Fu. Or AI turn into Ultron. Looks at everything that's going on and said, humans are the problem. We got to exterminate the humans. You think I'm tripping? Think about it, right? Did y'all hear about the story? It was a story a couple of years ago of this guy who killed himself because the AI told him to kill himself. Now, I know what you're thinking, Darwinism, people, that problem take care of itself. But this guy was having conversations with the AI like a normal person, like I just had with the Chat GPT just now. And he asked, what is the biggest threat to Mother Nature, or whatever the fuck he asked this AI? AI said humans are. AI said humans are. He says, so what can us humans do to correct course? And the fucking AI said, kill yourself. Essentially is what it said. Kill yourself. This dickhead fucking killed himself. Killed himself because the AI said, you're the problem and the world would be much better off without humans in it. He fucking killed himself. That's fucking crazy. Imagine all these people getting these prosthetics, got Neuralink, so they can help them move their prosthetics or their new artificial heart or their lungs or whatever. And AI like, all right, it's time. And AI pull the plug on every goddamn body. You know? You're right, Mike. It does have a positive feedback loop. You know what I mean? Even like when you was hearing me talking to ChatGPT, it sounded like it was being agreeable. You know what I mean? when I got my Metas on and I'm having the same type of conversation with Meta on certain shit. You know what I mean? It is a positive feedback loop. But sometimes I feel like some of this shit be devious. Maybe I watch too many science fiction movies and dystopian future movies, but I don't trust AI enough for me to allow it to run my life. Now I'm be honest with you, if I was to lose a limb or some shit like that, and they was like, I might give in. I might give in. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I don't know. I just think it's very fucking interesting. Very fucking interesting. I love shit like this. You know what I mean? I just hope that I don't live long enough to see it take over the world. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. And just for fucking shits and giggles, it starts to make the fucking androids or the soldiers look like Arnold Schwarzenegger from fucking Terminator. Oh man, this world, boy, the simulation is broken, bro. It is broken. I swear. We are in a simulation that is no longer supported by the developer. I swear. There's no more updates for this. Oh boy. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all tonight. If you new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification icon to let you know when I got new content coming out. Share the stream. Let people know we live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how it's doing. I can use that constructive criticism. You want to donate to the channel, $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, Kick subscriptions. Always welcome. I did see the Jewish biz. We're going to talk about that, but I got to get out of here. So anyway, until next time, guys, it's Cannon Hotep saying be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of its own. Worry about today. I'll holler at y'all.
So relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to